Hello everyone, it's December 3rd, a sunny day here in Seoul. I'm Sun Ji-ae, and these are your top stories. After Britain gave emergency use approval to the coronavirus vaccine developed by Pfizer and their German partner, inoculation of high-risk people are set to start next week. The US and the EU are also on the verge of approving and setting the timetable for vaccinating their population. Korea also announced Thursday that it has signed an agreement with AstraZeneca to acquire their vaccines and will be announcing similar agreements with other drug makers next week. Just a day before, Korea approved a new budget for 2021 with nearly 4 trillion won allotted for corona relief and vaccine purchases. The country's health authorities say they would be studying the safety and effectiveness of the various vaccines on different groups of people to determine specific guidelines for inoculation. Meanwhile, despite recent tightening of antivirus measures, new cases continue to surge. Korea reported 550 more people infected on Wednesday, bringing the total to just over 35,700. After a Reuters report exposing a North Korean plot to hack the systems of vaccine developer AstraZeneca last week, further news reports say hacking attempts were made to as many as 9 drug makers. The list included pharmaceutical giant Johnson & Johnson, vaccine developer Novavax, as well as 4 Korean companies conducting research on vaccines or treatments. Shinpung Pharm and Celltrion are both actively developing COVID treatments and said they suffered no damage from the hacking attempt. The news report says web domains linked to North Korea were used to trick staff of the targeting companies to reveal their passwords. North Korea has not confirmed any coronavirus infections, but on Wednesday announced they would be raising their virus alert status to the highest level. A former U.S. Defense Secretary said getting North Korea to give up its nuclear weapons is, quote, mission impossible. William Perry, who helped defuse the North Korean nuclear crisis in 1994, told a virtual conference organized by U.S. think tanks that any negotiation based on such a premise is going to fail. Perry said that while the North wants economic development, they would not trade that for their nuclear arsenal. He stressed, however, that talks should continue but be aimed at achieving a more reasonable goal. In a separate online conference, the chairman of the U.S. Joint Chiefs of Staff said the North is continuing to develop nuclear and long-range missile capabilities. But General Mark Milley also pointed out that the deterrence capabilities of the U.S. and its allies, South Korea and Japan, are also significant. And those were your top stories. Stay safe, everyone, and remember to subscribe to Korea Now. Sun Ji-ae out.